Are you aware that some people develop parasocial relationships with you? What's your message to those people? Yes. I'm just gonna see how this goes today, guys, okay? This could be a total dumpster fire. I have no clue. This is a Google Doc for an Ask Me Anything, almost anything, and I'll answer. And I ask you to specifically please keep it lighthearted and leaning toward not too serious, because I'm not a therapist and I'm not qualified to be. But an example of something you could type is like something crazy that happened, and then like, hey, what should I do? Or an am I the asshole or something. I don't know. And this is anonymous. I'm not collecting your usernames, your emails, nothing. You can type anything. I'll probably skip the ones that are too serious or, I don't know, are telling me to myself or something. Let me vet some of these responses before we talk about them. And please, God, if you've already submitted the question, consider not submitting a question again. Okay, guys, number one. Have you finished Silksong yet? If not, why the f*** not? Yes, I have. I've already finished Silksong. Done. Moving on. If you had to abandon all other games and play one for the rest of your life, what would it be? Mods are allowed if it's a short game with lots of mods. Right now, currently, what would the game be that I would choose? Probably Celeste, honestly. Full transparency. I really like that game. And there's also like, there's so many mods, and I feel like I can practice Celeste or play Celeste for like hours, and I only get a tiny bit better. So I feel like there's just so much room to improve, and I think that improving is a lot of fun. So probably Celeste. Or Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8 specifically, not Mario Kart World. Okay, moving on. What's a compliment you got once that you still think about? Okay, here's one. Here's a compliment that I got once that I still think about. When I was like in seventh grade, so I was like 12 years old, my jaw started to pop out like it is right now. And I used to be really self-conscious about that. Like I used to really hate that about myself. And I used to like, I got it from my dad. I used to be like, God, Dad, I hate that you gave me this stupid jaw. And I was so self-conscious about it, honestly. And then I remember I was in sixth grade, I think. And there was an eighth grader that I had a crush on. We were at track and field practice, and we were out on the track, and we had just finished the workout, and we were just kind of like laying around and talking, like in a group. And I remember she just stopped, and she looked at me like that, and she just goes, you know what I like about you? I'm like, what? She's like, I like your jaw. It's very masculine. And from that moment on, like, it's like, guys, it's crazy how one compliment can just like erase an insecurity of yours. But from that moment on, I was like, oh, this is actually a good thing. Okay, I didn't know that. So I still think about that. I still think about that one. And now I don't care. Now I don't care about it. Okay, I'm combining these two. I'm combining both of these. What is your favorite short made by you? I don't know what my favorite short is made by me, but the one that I often think about is the Newton Prism one. I'm so unbelievably proud of that video because it took me like a week to write the intro, to think of the intro. The one where I say, if you traveled back in time 350 years, how smart would you be in comparison with everyone else? I love that video. I'm so proud of that script. And it's not my most popular video. By far, it's not my most popular video. But I'm super proud of it. I'm really, really proud of that one. I think the script is beautifully written. What's the secret to being funny and charismatic? My instinct is to say, what are you talking about? But let me just say this. I'm trying to be better about this. Let me just say thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know. I think I was just talking the other day to somebody about this, and they were basically saying how when they go out in public, or if they're trying to date, like if they're trying to do dating or just like meet new friends or whatever, they're very self-conscious and anxious. And as I was listening to them, I just couldn't help but think in my head, I'm like, man, if this person just said what it is that was on their mind and they weren't afraid to voice what it is that they want, I think that their life would actually get a lot easier and they would find a lot more success. So if you ever want to like, I don't know, I feel like people just really, really respect when you're comfortable with yourself and when you don't care if someone likes you. So, I mean, guys, even just recently, I've been in public and someone has actively not liked me. Like they were actively annoyed by my presence. And I've worked 31 years to get comfortable with this, but I don't really care that much anymore. I'm still working on it. I'm not perfect at it. I'm still working on it. And it took me a long time to get used to that and a long time to accept that. And I think when you're confronted with a scenario where you are being your authentic self, you're not necessarily saying things that you think that the other person wants to hear. You're just being you. And someone doesn't like you, and you can kind of start like having a game with it and just kind of like poking fun at yourself and having a game with it and just being comfortable. That's what it all boils down to. It's just being comfortable in every moment that's presented to you. What has made my life significantly better in public is just learning to be comfortable with who I am and getting comfortable saying what it is that I want genuinely. And I don't think it should surprise you guys, but even if you're like dating or if you think someone's cute and you want to go talk to somebody, I think people really respect not only just like a potential partner, but like a potential friend. People really respect when you just say, hey, I really like this about you. I think that's really interesting. I'd love to get to know more about that. I'd love to hang out and talk about this or do this thing. Okay. How to be funny? I don't know. Just watch things that are funny, that you think are funny, and just emulate that. Why are channel points rewards turned off? Are you going to turn them back on eventually? Because I'm just kind of sick of them. I'm kind of sick of just stopping the stream to do something stupid. Especially because, like, I don't know, the more of you guys that just get, like, a lot of channel points, the more people are redeeming them. And it's kind of annoying. What's your favorite thing about streaming? My favorite thing about streaming is literally just talking. Talking about fun stuff. Or coming up with a character, a fun character. So, like, I released a video on my new channel about doing the improv bit with Madeline and Theo. Like, every time I can do that, I have so much fun. Like, just doing improv, I think, is a ton of fun. So, it's probably one of those things. Talking about things that are interesting, or playing a character, or, like, voicing characters. Voice acting. Voice acting or improving dialogue between two characters, or improving situation. I think that's, like the most fun thing ever. I do that, like, with my IRL friends, I do that. Okay, I'm not gonna show this question, but you guys have to trust me. I think 6'7" is the most stupid meme ever. More annoying than anything I've ever seen. Do you agree? I don't care. Talking about how you don't like 6'7", I think it's just like virtue signaling. I don't care at all. I think it's funny. You know what I mean? Whatever. I think it's funny. Who cares? I've been streaming consistently, but only have significant growth when doing Hollow Knight stuff. And when I stream any other game, my growth slows drastically. If I want to be a full-time variety streamer someday, what would you recommend? Sticking through the viewer dips while doing variety, or sticking to Hollow Knight stuff for now instead of switching too early? Thanks, Trevor. You're an inspiration. I don't know if I'm the right person to ask this or to answer this question, because I'm also wondering the same thing myself. But what I've been a lot happier with is just doing whatever I want and not caring, like, how many people are watching in the moment. Because again, like, I don't know how many times I've said this, but, like, I had 5 people in my Undertale streams. I had 15 people in my first Silksong streams. My first Silksong streams, 15 people. It's not about how many people are watching right then and there. It's about how many people will see the thing that you're doing. And the thing is like, everything you do has a chance of blowing up. It just depends on whether or not it's going to reach that community. And if you're just consistent about your uploads, and as long as you're doing the things that you like to do, so that when one day one of your videos does blow up, you're happy and would be okay with doing that one thing over and over and over again. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. That's what this whole new channel is like, if I have a video, not if, but when I have a video that takes off inevitably on this new channel, I want to make sure that everything that I'm releasing is something that I would genuinely want to do. That's why I do so many React videos, because, like, React videos are fantastic for retention, and it's like a lot of times people are sticking around not only for the video, but because they want to hear what you have to say. And if someone subscribes because I'm reacting to a video, there's literally an infinite amount of videos to react to. So just do what you like. Do what you like and don't worry about the viewership. How old is too old to be in your chat asking for a friend? There is no age. I would say, actually, you know what? Yeah, actually, that's a good point. That's a good point. Cool 10, that's a good point. I would say after the age of 200, I think you should probably spend your time doing other things. But up until the day, your birthday of your 200th birthday, you are welcome here in this chat. When am I building a tree fort? Okay, I'll make you guys a promise. I'll make you guys a promise. I will do an IRL stream building a tree fort the day that I hit 1,000 subs on Twitch, or the day that I hit 10,000 average views on each video on my new channel. If one of those two things happens, I will build a tree fort on stream. And I will put at least some decent effort into it. What's your workflow for picking through hours of VOD content for clips? I put the VOD on 2x speed. This is not the best way to do it, by the way. The best way to do it is by, like, coming up with a code where you can click a button and it highlights your VOD or something. It, like, marks your VOD, so when you import it into whatever editing software you use, you can see the marker. But I watch my VODs on 2x speed and clip up all the funny moments. I try to do it as quickly as possible. I wake up, I have 2 revised clips from the day before that I revise, and then, because, like, I like to get a fresh pair of eyes on them, you know what I mean? So after sleeping on it and waking back up, I can, like, pick out things that I didn't notice before, and then I will edit 2 new videos for the next day. For when I wake up, I revise those and upload those, and so on and so forth. And then, because I'm doing one long form video too, I make sure to send my editor some video footage with timestamps, and then I will do a round of revisions with him. I make a thumbnail after my stream usually, and then I upload it. What is your opinion on bald people? One of the funniest persons I know is bald, aka Northernlion. So bald people are based as hell. Here's the thing, is I feel like bald people actually have life on easy mode. And here's why. I like them, okay? I like bald people. No, I don't have any tips for Carmelita. Tier list these as roommates. A ghost, a robot, talking dog, a clone of yourself. A ghost, a robot, talking dog, clone of yourself. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm killing the robot. The ghost would be annoying. I'm gonna ghost bust the ghost. I'm gonna kill the robot. The talking dog would be annoying as hell. Because you're, like, I think you're expecting me to be like, oh, the talking dog is gonna, like, say, like, really fun human stuff. Like, he's gonna talk to you like a human. But realistically, the dog's gonna be like, food, food, food. So, this is no, okay. This is number probably 4. This is number 3. This is number 2. And this is number 1. Okay, hang on. I'd like to switch these around. 2, and this is number 3. Because the ghost is going to be annoying. Like, if the ghost is creepy and, like, trying to scare me, that'd be annoying as hell. Honestly. What if the dog is capable of rational thought? Then 1. Then this would switch. This would be 2, and then these would get knocked down. 3 and 4. When will you clean or buy a new mic? I don't know. It's just gonna, like, one day I'm just gonna be like, I'm so annoyed of having this mic, I'm just gonna get a new one. I don't know. It's whenever I get annoyed enough of having to use this mic that I just decide to buy a new one. Any movie series recommendations? I need to pass the time. I love Hunter x Hunter. I'm rewatching it for the 2nd time right now. I also love Peaky Blinders. Attack on Titan is really good. I just finished watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I don't know if I would recommend it, though. Obsession is a fantastic movie. It was a super fun movie. All the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Honestly, all of the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. That's like everything I can think of right now. I love movies and I love watching stuff, but that's like all I can think of right now. How did you reach that high of a note? You can't teach that. You're born with it. You're handed a microphone in a stadium full of 30 people for 30 seconds. What do you say? A stadium full of people for 30 seconds? I would say youtube.com/@TrevorTreefort, twitch.tv/TrevorTreefort, youtube.com/@TrevorTreehouse. If you're introverted but you want to be more extroverted, youtube.com/@TrevorTreehouse. And I would just say that until they drag me off stage in a white jacket. Can we do those AMAs more often? I don't know. It depends on how this one goes. What were some of your favorite moments with your community? Not Minecraft, bro. Definitely not Minecraft. Gartic Phone was pretty fun in the beginning. Like, Gartic Phone was actually a ton of fun. And then I think I just got sick of the Gartic Phone concept. The problem, okay, here's the problem, guys. The problem is like most of the time you're recommending stuff that's like intentionally designed to be not fun for me. Or like miserable for me. So it's hard. But Gartic Phone was genuinely fun for me. I remember that being a lot of fun. Best game of all time? I mean, if we're talking indie game, best indie game of all time, it's got to be Amori. Like, it has to be Amori. If we're talking about best game of all time, Ocarina of Time is just so good. And then I love Breath of the Wild too. Outer Wilds is really good. Outer Wilds is really good. Those are just some games that I like. Not considering the growth in the stream and opportunities that come with that. Did you enjoy running a smaller stream with less total viewers but more engagement with those individual viewers? Or do you enjoy being able to interact with a much larger audience? I don't have a much larger audience right now. I see what you're saying. Okay. Trevor, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and just say thank you. Thank you. Do I enjoy being able to interact with a much larger audience? I think right now, the stream size is at a good place where I can read most of your messages and still interact with you guys. So I like it. I think when there's less total viewers, it basically makes it such that one person can dominate the entire conversation, and sometimes that person is not someone you want to talk to. Or they're trying to gear the stream in a way that you don't want it to go. So I'll give you an example. Back when I was playing Pokemon, I used to have one person that like would backseat me the entire time. And that was before I felt comfortable saying like, I'm good. Like, I just want to play the game. Because I can't get clips basically if you just tell me what to do every single time. And that could only happen if I had like 3 viewers at the time. You know what I mean? So I think I'm very happy with where we are right now. But like, am I going to lie to you and say that I wish that I wouldn't grow? No, I obviously wish that I still want to grow. The sweet spot is anywhere from 100 to 1,000. Yeah, maybe you're right. Because like, I think when people see that the view count goes up, then some people just stop typing less because they know that there's less of a chance that their message gets read. Are you even aware of the ARG that happened on your own Discord server? No. I don't. Okay, first off, I already forgot what this means. Is that a bad thing? Alternate reality game? Is it a bad thing? What the hell's an ARG? Oh, it's a fun thing? It's like an IRL challenge? You know how many times I check Discord? Go back and search general chat for how many times that I've actually typed in the chat. Like, the most recent thing I typed was Peepo Evil. That was the last time I checked general chat. And then I will always check the pet pics because I like looking at pet pics. I shouldn't have said that. God damn it, I shouldn't have said that. Should I start playing Celeste? I don't really know what it's about, but it seems fun, or is it just parkour? You should play Celeste if you like playing games that like where there's like a very, very high skill ceiling. And you like doing the same stuff over and over again. Like, I'm someone who... What other game can I compare Celeste to? Like, if you were a kid and you used to, like, put a ping pong cup across the floor and, like, play with your friend, like just keep whipping the ping pong ball and trying to make it in the cup, and you just like doing mundane things over and over again because it's difficult, but it feels really good when you finally get it, like then you should play Celeste. Okay, who wins? 100 of your Twitch followers or one baby gorilla? 100 of my Twitch followers? The baby gorilla. Is there anything you found hard about streaming when you started that you think you've improved now? Yeah, talking. Like, let me show you what my first live stream looked like. So I was gonna do some Mario Kart 8 lounge stuff, which is like competitive Mario Kart or something like that I've never done before, but I kept DCing, so I'm just not gonna do that. I'm gonna go this, and just pick this, answer your questions, and play until I reach 13,000. Yeah, once again, the last short that I posted was like 8 days ago. And I can't think of anything. Okay, hang on. I can't bear this. I can't bear this. I need to at least have one person show up and start typing. Hello, Rebad. Hi, human. How are you? Welcome. I figured maybe I should switch it to this so you know how many shorts only, because it's like when I watch other people play games and stream, they make it look so easy, and then when you're looking at chat and playing the game at the same time, it's way harder than it seems. Okay, sorry, I have to stop watching this. I'm about to literally just blow my shit smooth off. Honestly, guys, I would say the number one, like the most important skill that you need to learn if you want to have, like if you want to be a streamer and make clips, is just like be comfortable on your stream. What was your favorite game that you played? I've already answered that one, basically. Have you ever thought about having long hair and or a beard? Yes, I used to have a beard. You could, that's actually in my old YouTube, or my main channel, my main YouTube channel. What's your setup? I have a GTX, or whatever, GTX 3070. I have i5 7 processor and like 1.5 terabytes of hard drive or something. RTX, yeah, not GTX, RTX, yeah. Okay, what's your favorite shirt color? Probably this one. This one or light blue. Pizza with pineapples or without? I don't eat pizza anymore, but like I really, really enjoy pizza, and I used to eat it pretty often. But I understand the point of your question, and I love pineapple on pizza. Pineapple on pizza might be arguably my favorite pizza topping. Are you aware that some people develop parasocial relationships with you? What's your message to those people? Yes, I am aware that it happens, and I'm trying to make it as clear as possible that I do not know who you guys are. Like, I know that we interact on stream, and I know that there are things that happen, but like, you know what I mean? Like, do I have to pull up the Ludwig video? I don't know who you guys are. You know what I mean? And I'm not friends with any of you because I don't know who you are. You know what I mean? So that's just my message. And by the way, I think like if you hear me say that and it creates like an instinctually bad feeling in you, or if like you feel like you're hurt by that, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but that's the truth. You know what I mean? And I think that has probably stemmed from the lack of me setting boundaries for the first 2 years of streaming. Like, I'm just entertainment. Somebody said it in chat earlier the best. I think it was like the last time I streamed, like Saturday. Someone's like, we should basically think of you the same way that we think of when we see the weatherman on TV. And it's like, yeah, you can't talk to the weatherman, or like you can't talk to the news reporters or whatever, but like essentially it's the same thing. If there is anyone that really, I don't know, like if I'm a priority for anyone, I think that would kind of disturb me. Honestly, really, I would be disturbed if someone's like, yeah, I'm like choosing to do this over like real life stuff. Everyone should be uncomfortable if someone followed them home from their job. Yeah, that's like my worst nightmare, bro, literally. George said this the best. George the real one said this the best. George said, I think if we were to meet you in person by chance, like Cyrus, for example, at the supermarket, or Sharon at the creator meetup, if we just happen to run into each other and you come up and you say hi, that's totally fine. But I think like stalking me or like going out of your way to like find me or whatever, that would, it doesn't matter who you are, that would really, really creep me the fuck out. Like, and I don't think that like I'm at the size yet where that's happening, but I'm just letting you know. Seriously, guys, I'm not joking. Like when I see stuff, like when there's certain comments or I see stuff that I'm just like, ugh, yikes. Like that really made me feel weird. Like it makes me be like, I don't want to stream. Like I don't even want to go live the next time I'm supposed to go live, because like I don't want to keep cultivating what's happening. When was the last time you played piano? I was gonna say today, but I think it was yesterday. Fave boss in a game. It's hard not to say Radiance. I don't know why. Like, I don't necessarily know why. I think it's because, like, guys, I'm not joking you. Doing Pantheon 5 might have been... Like, I think that's the most hype I've ever been for any video game achievement ever. Not any real life achievement, but any video game achievement, that's the most hype I've ever been. And it's like, I just think Absolute Radiance has such a good place in my heart because I just spent so long. Like, it was such a mountain to climb. It's basically like, if you were to say to someone, what was your favorite physical activity you've done? And like somebody climbed Mount Everest. Now, I know it's a wild and brain rot take to compare doing Pantheon 5 to climbing Mount Everest, and they're not at all similar. But like, as an analogy, as a hypothetical, if I were to spend all the time working my way up Mount Everest and make it to the top, it'd be really hard to be like, that's not my favorite experience, because I just remember the feeling I have after beating her in Pantheon 5, and it just felt so good. So probably Radiance. Will you be listening to the new Atiz album coming out June 26th? No, I will not. But the offer is still on the table. If I ever set up a P.O. box and someone were to send me Atiz tickets, I would go to the concert and IRL stream it. What is the name of the song from that lift from the guy that was playing where you actually liked it? I'll pull it up right now. For any VOD watchers, this is the title of the song. Would you say it's a beautiful day outside? Birds are singing, flowers blooming on days like these. Streamers like you should be burning in hell. Maybe I should have skipped that one. Maybe I should have skipped that one, guys. All right, moving on. Fave item. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Probably the pan that I use to cook my eggs and cook my chicken every single day. You can teleport, but only 3 feet to the left, and it takes 8 seconds to activate. How do you become a superhero with this? I don't know. I'd probably make a living at doing magic. Yeah, I'd probably just make a YouTube channel. And that'd be my whole thing, is teleporting 3 feet to the left. Tier list utensils by how much you respect them. The spork's fate is in your hands. Okay, okay, we're gonna do this. Fork. Knife. God damn it. I would say spork is... I don't know, guys. I just don't like the idea of spork. I just don't like the idea of spork because it just reminds me that, like, I'm American and, like, there's just a lot of, you know... Like, this is the population of people that are, like, actually... You know what I mean? Like, medically unhealthy is just a lot higher here than in anywhere else. So I'm going to give spork a 4. Then I'm going to give knife... No, I'm going to give fork a 3, knife a 2, and spoon a 1. And let me tell you why. Most of the time that you could use a fork, you could also just use a spoon instead. But most of the time you can use a spoon, you can't also use a fork. So I feel like if you gave me a chicken breast, I could take a knife and a spoon and still eat it. Still. If you gave me a bowl of soup and gave me a fork and a knife, or just a fork, I couldn't do it. I'm giving spork a 4 out of principle. Yeah, guys, I just don't use a fork that much. Like, most times that I would use a fork, I would just use a spoon. And also, I chip my... You can't see this? Okay, look, I'm gonna zoom in. You can't see this, but I chip my tooth on a fork. Like, a big part of my tooth got... Not a big part, but a little part of my tooth got chipped out. Let's see if you can see it. Can you see that? Any dentists in chat? Can you play piano for us today? I don't know, guys. I mean, what do you want to hear? Mirrors by Justin Timberlake. I cannot play that. Oh, I'll play Despacito. I'll play Despacito. Okay, so yes, I can play the piano for you. Would you rather be unbeatable at one game forever or decent at every game ever made? If I was unbeatable at one game forever, I could make a career out of it. So that one. I would pick Super Smash Bros. Melee and be the best possible Super Smash Bros. Melee player of all time. I wouldn't actually pick that, but I think if you asked 19-year-old me, I would pick that. But seriously, guys, if you're number 1 at a game, like, what would be the coolest game to be number 1 in? I guess maybe League of Legends, honestly, because League of Legends just has so much money. There's just so much money in it. I don't know, though. I would probably want to wait like 5 years and just pick a game and like whatever game has the same money that's circulating League of Legends. I would just pick that one. You know, the train dilemma switch that kills one person instead of 4. What's your solution for it? I'm just not going to do anything. My answer to every dilemma question is like, I'm just not going to do anything. Because like, if I'm like walking along the street and someone abducts me and's like, here, you know, you have this chance to pull this lever. And if you pull this lever, I'm just going to be like, bro, this doesn't involve me. Okay? I'm not the one that's killing these people. You're killing these people and you're giving me an option to kill less people, but you're killing these people. What's the most effort you put into something completely pointless? I'll show you. Actually, I'll show you right now. Hang on. How this TV episode became the only perfectly rated title ever. This got 1.4 thousand views. When I first released it, I think it got like 300, and I'm almost positive that I put like 12 to 16 hours of work into it, and it got like 300 views in the beginning. So probably that. I'm sure there are things that I can think of that I like. All of the hours that I played League of Legends, I mean, that's wasting. You know what I mean? Will there be a potato stream part 2? No, not unless there's a challenge. Are there any games you will just not play? Yes. Let's say if in the future, I truly can become a variety streamer, and like no matter what I'm playing, people will watch. I think at that day I'd be like, all right, you know what? Fine, I'll play Deltarune. Like if I'm at the place that I want to be in like my streaming career, then I'd be like, okay, fine. But I just like, to me, Deltarune is just like the low-hanging fruit that's just really easy views and it's not really what I want to do. And I don't really care to play the game, you know what I mean? But like maybe one day I might do that. But like, yeah, that's one of them. How to touch grass? Okay, step 1, go outside. Step 2, you need to go find a grass patch. Step 3, bend down as if you're doing a squat. And step 4, reach out your hand and touch the grass. What are your PC specs? I already answered that, kind of. Will there be a Gartic phone played again? Probably. If I had to guess. It's not that I don't want there to be. Should you change your username for Trevor P. Fort? I'll leave that for exercise for a reader. Is it bad if my cat bit my hand so hard that it's currently bleeding? What did you do? Yeah, I would say go get a tetanus shot. I also skipped this question. Someone asked me, what are your favorite dips and sauces? I don't really eat that many sauces anymore because a lot of them have sugar. However, and I'm trying not to eat anything with added sugar. I'm trying very hard. I'm not perfect, but I'm just trying very hard. My favorite dip right now is probably buffalo sauce because there's no added sugar and I really like the taste of it. What is Omori about? Without spoiling, I can't decide if I want to play it. Omori is basically, without spoiling at all, Omori is basically a journey and a story about some young kids, and it just goes through a whole story arc that is beautiful, and it talks that there's some discussion about trauma. I think it was the first game that really helped me, without really saying anything, understand depression, and I think it's a beautiful game. Do you think you'd try Omori nowadays if you haven't gotten to play it in the past? That's a good question. No, I don't think I would. I do not think I would. Are you feeling good? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm feeling good. I'm excited about what I'm doing later today. Can you show us what's under your desk? Is this like a Sinner's Road question, or? Yeah, I can show you what's under my desk. Hang on. What the hell? Wait, hang on. Why is that happening? Bro, what the hell? That's my cable management right there. That's the backpack that I use for IRL streaming. Isn't that really good cable management, guys? Is @SoupCreditName your favorite chatter? People cute. I don't have any favorite chatters, guys. Actually, that's a lie. I do have favorite chatters. Is SoupCreditName my favorite chatter? I would say SoupCreditName has definitely provided me with the most usable content to put in shorts, and I greatly appreciate that. Is SoupCreditName my favorite chatter? I don't know. Will you ever play Forager, or would you like to play it if I donate you the game? Like, the truthful answer, and this is gonna sound aggressive and mean, but I don't want you to interpret it. I just want to be truthful. I don't care. I don't know what Forager is. I'm not necessarily interested in what Forager is. If you donated the game to me, I don't know. I don't even know if I would play it, honestly, so I would just save your money. Do you miss some of your old chatters? Yeah, actually, you know what? You know who I do sometimes? You know who I do? Only because there's just a couple of funny stories that I really remember. Like, there's a couple of hype moments that I do really remember. I Eat Crayons for Life. It's somebody that I thought was I really enjoyed how they chatted, and they created some very hype moments, and I haven't seen them for a while. So I guess the answer is kind of. Hi, Trevor, this is not a question, but thank you for filling a year of my life with absolute joy. I was never really into streams until I found you. You mean very much to me, and I even unintentionally got my friend to subscribe to your Twitch after I introduced you to him. Thank you. I appreciate it. I very much appreciate your kind words. I do want to reiterate that I am just here for your entertainment. If I ever stop entertaining you, I hope you can find something else to replace me that is the entertainment. But I very much appreciate this message. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Okay, guys, moving on. Please keep doing what you're doing. I love your content. Thank you. Can you tell me when a joke becomes a dad joke? I don't know. When enough stares enter the chat. Opinion about swears? I don't know, guys. Like, okay, listen. I hate to break it to you. Cover your ears if you don't want to hear something. If you don't want to hear something, cover your ears, please, genuinely. But sometimes that's just how people talk. A lot of times adults will just talk by swearing every so often. And I normally don't swear very often, but like, Sometimes I do, and I feel like I'm just reflecting that more on stream now. You're now legally required to fight one animal per year to keep your citizenship, but the bigger and scarier the animal, the better your life gets. For example, a goose gets you a small tax break, a bear means you never pay taxes again, a great white means free housing for life. What small animal do you gamble on, and what's your strategy to survive? Okay, first off, I think it's wild that you think beating a shark is somehow harder than beating a bear. Do you know how hard it is to beat a bear? I'm taking the great white, bro. I'm taking the great white for free housing for life. I'll take the great white. And by the way, I'm terrified of sharks in the ocean. Terrified. I'm taking the great white, honestly. Do I get any tools? If I don't get any tools, I'm taking the great white. If I do get any tools, I'm taking the great white, but it's a no-brainer. Would I kill a great white for free housing? Yes. Does anyone have the VIP on Twitch? No. Should people have VIP on Twitch? Probably. Probably they should. Will you be doing more IRL? Well, here's the thing. Let me answer your question with a statement. I have a subscription to a monthly phone plan that I am currently not using but being charged for every single month. So do I plan on streaming more IRL? Yes. Do I know what to do in those IRL streams? No. Is it much easier to just go live at my PC and just talk to you guys doing whatever on my PC? Yes. So is it sometimes hard to muster up the self-discipline to go out and do IRL streams? Yes. But do I plan on doing it? I do. Remember that one Minecraft Bounty Hunter challenge from the punishments wheel? That was almost a year ago. I remember reading it back then and haven't stopped waiting for it, especially since it's going to be for a whole stream. When will it finally happen? Guys, I'm not joking you. Okay, so I'm not joking you. Let me just tell you my thought process. Sometimes last Saturday in the beginning of the stream, I told you guys, man, I just like, I'm really enjoying games less and I'm really enjoying talking a lot more and just like hanging out and talking to you guys. I think it's a lot of fun. And when I say things like that, you guys will be like, bro, you just do it. You can do that. No problem. Just do it. And then I'll get messages like these that it's like, when are you going to play that game? When are you going to do that game? And I know that it's a challenge and I know that I have to do it. But I'm just not enjoying it. Like, genuinely, I'm just not. Like, the only game that I really enjoy playing right now is Celeste, because I can turn my brain off, have fun, it's decent, like, background footage, and I can talk over it. Like, that's what I like a lot. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'm not planning on just, like, skimping out of all of my punishments, though. I will say that. I'm planning on doing all of my punishments. Honestly, I might just stop wheel streams until I do the punishments, because, like, I'm just building up a debt that's, like, unpayable. What's the balloon's name? I haven't thought about it. You guys can name it. What's something that's close to being illegal that you've done, or was illegal, but it was a long time ago, and you can't get into trouble anymore? Nice try, FBI. Nice try, FBI. Cover your ears if you don't want to hear something. Have I smoked pot before in a state that it was illegal to smoke pot? Yes, I have. I actually forgot that counted. Did you like it? No. No, marijuana's not for me, honestly. Like, marijuana and weed is not for me. It's just because, like, I don't know. I don't know if you guys can tell this. I don't think this should be surprising. I just don't like to be lethargic. I don't like to lay around and just, like, not want to do anything. And I also feel like it just makes me into a person that I don't really care to be. Like, I consider myself very ambitious and very driven, and I have a pretty strict schedule, and I'm starting to get a little bit more lenient with it to do other things, like do other IRL things, but I feel like if I smoked weed, like, I feel like when I've only smoked weed like maybe 4 or 5 times, and I feel like the person that I am when I do that is just not the person that I want to be. Here's what I will say. On very rare occasions, I have wholeheartedly enjoyed it. Let me explain. When I was doing very, very well in my semester abroad in Spain, and I traveled to the Netherlands. And so this was actually not illegal to do this in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam specifically. But I traveled to the Netherlands, and I just finished my finals and everything. So, and I did very well. And I felt like there was nothing to do. I had no responsibilities at the time. I had nothing to study for. The semester was over, and I was in the Netherlands, and I was with a group of people. There's actually a lot of stories from this. But the short version is, we smoked weed and ate a lot of pot brownies there. And that, like, if I have no responsibilities and nothing to work toward, at least for the time being, that's when I actually enjoy kind of sitting back and relaxing. But when, like, guys, when you're a content creator, you can always be doing something. Literally always. You don't check in and out. Like, if you're having fun at all, there's like a little guy in the back of your head going, you could be editing right now. You didn't finish that thing you wanted to finish today. You know what I mean? Are you a therapist? No. I'm just going to read these, okay? I'm just going to read these. I'm sorry, I can't show you them. I'm just going to read these, okay? When will you do a face reveal? Never. I'm never doing a face reveal. Is it bad that my toe is currently bleeding from picking my toenail? Are you guys okay? Is everything all right? Why are more than one person bleeding? Is water wet? Yes. What's something you were way too confident about right before it went horribly wrong? The Mantis Lords. How young is too young to be in your chat asking for a friend? Well, because I'm streaming on twitch.tv, I would never advise anyone below the age of 13 to watch me. So I would say 13 is, you know, I could deal with that, but anything below 13 I couldn't deal with. Will you do a setup tour? What setup tour? Bro, how much money do you guys think I have? I have my PC there, my second monitor here, and my computer right here. So we're taking a risk. Is one of my chatters a family member? No. Nobody that's in my family watches my streams. Some of them sometimes watch my content, none of them watch my streams. Make sure you get your Switch ready for next wheel stream. I really want you to play Zelda. Okay. Who's your favorite Pokemon? Venusaur. Venusaur is my favorite Pokemon specifically because of the Venusaur holographic card that I was holding on to and saw when I was a kid. That really left an impact on me. What kind of catchers are you skipping? Like sexual questions or ones that are like, the ones that are a little too deep. Yeah. What makes a good chatter? I get like so you're asking for my opinion specifically. What do I think? Like what chatters do I enjoy? I don't want to tell you guys because I don't want you guys to change your behavior because you want to mirror or match something that you think that I want. What makes a good chatter? If you're here, that makes a good chatter. Do you think you would still be teaching if you never started creating content? Somebody asked me this yesterday, by the way. Someone asked me this question yesterday, and I don't know. I don't know. I think I would probably still be teaching internationally, yes. Guys, here's one thing that I will say. When somebody asked me this, I did think to myself that before I started doing this, I started making new experience. Like I was making new experiences every single day. Every single day I was making new experiences. I taught in Kuwait. I taught in Kentucky. I was traveling to Spain. I was just like going out and doing really like unique stuff. And then since I've started doing this, most of my time at working time is spent on a computer, not necessarily traveling anywhere. Which is why it entices me so much to do like really cool IRL streams, like things that I would be happy documenting. But it's just really difficult to do that. Which is an excuse, I'm aware, but that's also what I think is the truth. I'm building a PC. Should I go with an RX 9060 or the RX 9070? I'm aiming for a 1440. I don't know. How the hell am I supposed to know this? I have no clue. What's your favorite song? If we're going based on time listened, probably something from Nintendo. If we're going based on song with lyrics that's in the mainstream that I've listened to the most, probably Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. If we're going by song I'm currently enjoying the most right now, probably When It Rains It Pours by Luke Combs. Okay, do you miss, I already answered this one. What is your opinion on the greatest YouTube video of all time? What is the greatest YouTube video of all time? I mean, obviously this is going to be so subjective. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what the greatest video of all time is. The greatest gaming video of all time, I think, is undoubtedly, hands down, the greatest gaming video of all time.
Hello, one.
Tobuscus, Haunted Slender Mansion. Hands down, I think this is the best. Oh, you can't see it. Oops. Tobuscus, Haunted Slender Mansion.
Fallen into a deep coma due to slender sickness. Trapped in his mind, he's taken back to a place dear to him, his childhood home. But he's not.
The reason why, okay, the reason why is if you skip ahead here, a lot of you guys might hear something similar to what I typically say when I'm playing a horror game.
Oh God. Oh God, no, dude! Dude, don't you dare right now kill me right now! Don't you dare right now kill me. Oh, let's grab it. Let's go in here.
I gotta find it.
Oh. Grab. I can. Body. Oh no, you're making. Fantastic.
Hang on. I promise you will recognize it. Hang on. Okay, guys, I can't find it. The point is that he starts going 911, and then he starts having a conversation with the 911 operator. It's just him having a conversation with the 911 operator. And that has stuck with me in my head for my entire life. This is what I would say is the best gaming video, by far. Easily, by far, the best gaming video. I can't find the part. I don't have the timestamp memorized. I'm sorry to say. Do you have any game-related merch? No. Are you gonna redo playthrough game? What? Will you do another Minecraft stream like the one you did with the server with your viewers? I don't know, guys. Guys, I don't know. Okay, I have no clue. We'll see how tough times are. Okay. When and why did you start making YouTube shorts? I started making YouTube shorts at the end of 2022, basically in the beginning of 2023, because I didn't like how, if anyone's thinking about becoming a teacher, I just want you to know, and this is kind of a pessimistic view on it a little bit, and I recognize that, so don't take this for full value. But when you are a teacher, unless you work at like a phenomenal school, you can not give a shit, and you can give a really big shit, and you're gonna get paid the exact same. So I thought to myself, I don't like how people, like, I'm putting in all this effort and I'm well off, as good as, or worse off than other teachers that do not care as much. And to be fair, there's one school that I worked at that was phenomenal, and then the other school that I worked at wasn't that great. And so I decided that I wanted to do something that actually was performance-based, if that makes sense. And I thought about going into sales, and I made my resume. I crafted my resume all up. I got it completely done, and then before I submitted it to any company, I was like, I do not want to do this. So I decided not to go into sales, and then I read an article about how YouTube Shorts were going to get monetized, so I'm like, I could probably do that. And then I just started doing it, and then my 8th video, I think, got like 3 million views. So, and it was like 50% luck, 50% luck, 50% me seeing what was working and like applying that to other things. I think if that video never took off, I don't know if I would still be doing this. I don't know if I ever would have done this. Do you have any more stories about your time playing old school RuneScape? Probably, but they have to come up naturally. I can't really think of them. Like, I can't think of anything that has happened off the top of my head. What's your favorite word? Clunt with an L. I'll use it in a sentence. Clunt just came home from work. He had a good day. Hi, Trevor. What's your favorite boss from any game you played? I think I've already answered this. Absolute Radiance. What's your favorite cuisine? If I could only eat... K-L-U-N-T. If I could only eat one food or one cuisine for the rest of my life, it would be Mexican food. And if I had to eat one particular food from Mexican food, it would be burritos. I love burritos so much. So much. And I actually rarely ever eat them, but they're like my favorite food by far. What's outside of your window? Nice try, FBI. Look up the trailer for Forge. I really think you'll like it. No. No. What's your favorite Pokemon? I already answered that. What's a piece of media you think everyone should have the chance to experience? Honestly, Hunter x Hunter. Like Hunter x Hunter, probably. Okay, Hunter x Hunter if you like anime. Hunter x Hunter. If you don't like anime, the Kony 2012 video. The Kony 2012 video should go down in history. Kids should be learning about that in 6th grade geography. 6th grade social studies. Everyone should have to learn about Kony 2012. Squid Game. I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, I just love Squid Game. Would you rather blow up a box that has a 50% chance of containing 2 people or another box that has 10% chance of containing 10 people? I'll take the 10% chance. Because either one, I could potentially be a murderer. And the 10% one has a less chance of becoming a murderer. I'm skipping this question. Rather no bread or no potatoes for the rest of your life? Probably no potatoes for the rest of my life. I like bread too much. I like bread too much. Even bread that has no added sugar. I like bread too much. What is a recent delicacy you had that you would recommend others try? Okay. Hang on, I got my phone. Hang on. I can't find it! I can't find it! I think it's called... Is it called cochinita? Hang on. Is it called cochinita? Guys, go to wherever serves a cochinita. Hang on, let me throw it on screen real quick. I just gotta check if Google's trying to dox me again. World-renowned traditional Mexican slow-roasted pork dish hailing from the Yucatan Peninsula. It's extremely, extremely good. I had it at a Mexican restaurant. It translates to suckling pig, guys. It's honestly, I might even like it better than burritos. I actually just forgot about it, though. It's really, really good. Oh, that's the last one, guys. Isn't that where the asteroid blew up the dinosaurs? Maybe that's why it's so good. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Because I can taste the tears of dinosaurs as I eat it.